Hello and welcome to Pitt Beyond the Script. Alongside head coach Pat Narduzzi, I'm Casey Garrow at Pitt Studios. Coach, 3-2 on the season, another close game this weekend. What was the message to the team following that game?
You know, we got to be persistent. I mean, there's adversity that's going to come up every week, and the rest of the week it's going to come down to the fourth quarter. We've got to somehow find a way to win the fourth quarter and finish the game off against good football teams. There's not a bad team on our schedule. Boston College is a good football team. It kind of tells you, you kind of go, hey, what's North Carolina like? I mean, they almost beat North Carolina. I mean, they're a good football team, and I don't think people give Coach Hafley and the Eagles as much credit as they probably deserve.
Coach, I can't talk about Kenny Pickett enough. Big passing plays, was able to use his feet once again. He came off the field limping, another scary moment, but he gets right back on that field quickly after. He's a tough quarterback.
He really is. I mean, Kenny's, you wish you had like 110 of them. That guy gets banged up and it doesn't matter. He continues to fight, and we're happy we have him.
Jake Cradle wasn't able to go, but you made some changes on the line. Jimmy Morrissey at right guard. You had Owen Drexel at start for center. How did the modified offensive line perform, in your opinion?
Okay. I mean, with what it was and Jake being out, that we had to make a change, and Jimmy got his first start at guard. I think maybe his first rep as a guard ever, at least at the college level.
Yeah, he hasn't played since freshman year of high school, he said. Few reps.
So it's been a long time, but he felt confident and comfortable doing that with limited reps because it happened late in the week. So we had to make some quick changes, and Coach Dave Borbley thought that was the best move to put Owen in there. He felt comfortable, and Owen had a solid game for his first start. You can see when Jimmy graduates that Owen will be the guy.
Talking a little bit about special teams, a 58-yard field goal for Alex Kessman. I know it was a mixed performance, but he's the reason you guys were able to get into overtime. So what is the message to that special teams unit this week and moving to Miami?
Alex Kessman, good hold, good snap, puts his foot into it, has some leg, and it's good!
Oh my goodness!
Well, I don't know if it's the message to the special teams unit or the message to the offense. Let's try to get more manageable field goals, or when we get down inside the 30-yard line, let's score touchdowns and take it off his. Because if you score more touchdowns down there, you're not in that, that 58-yard range that we ended up putting ourselves in at the end of that game.
A couple weeks ago, you challenged your defensive ends to get some strip sacks. I know there was 2 calls that didn't go your way, but Rashod Weaver comes up with one. And like you mentioned, you did challenge them, and he came up with that. Just talk about his performance and the growth.
I mean, both Rashod and Patrick Jones had outstanding games. They both played well enough to win that football game. I don't know how many sacks BC gave up in the year. I don't count those stats, but tallying 5 of them against him, and he was an elusive guy, Phil Jakovic, that is. Those were some really good sacks. And then the strip turnover that Rashod had, we wanted him. We didn't really work on the grab it out of his hand and take it. If we did, I would have worked on taking it and then scoring with it. But it was a heck of a play by him. He was close enough to do it, and he's going after the ball as opposed to the guy with just trying to get a normal sack.
Zay Flowers had a great day for them, 3 touchdowns. You said Saturday post-game, you guys got beat physically, wasn't blown coverages. After watching the film, you felt the same way? Yeah,
no doubt about it. It wasn't a busted coverage. We've had a couple of those earlier in the year, which were big passes. This is one of those it's a fundamental thing, and we've just got to make sure that our guys are more fundamentally sound for 60 minutes, and maybe have a rotation at the corner spot. I think would help those guys get a little freshness too.
A little bit of a break instead of going back to back. Coach, first road trip though, not an easy thing to do, especially in this climate. Logistically, how did things go? Does it get more comfortable, or does it get harder going back on the road?
No, I think it gets easier. I think once your kids and your staff and your operations are all comfortable with, hey, this is what we need. There were some adjustments we made during the trip that will help us when we go down to Miami this weekend. But it was it was good so far. And again, you never know how good it is until you get to that next game. Because the biggest thing is you hope nobody got sick on the road, and that's when you find out you're successful, if no one comes in this week with testing on Sunday and Wednesday and then finally on a Friday. So that's the real test, is how we did that way.
All right, well, thank you, Coach. First road test. We're going to look ahead at Miami, another tough road test ahead. Stick around for more on Pitt Beyond the Script.
Pickett under center. BC shows pressure on the edge. They bring it, but Pitt will score. Out to the outside, and Taysir Mack